Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to the Grey Zone with Ali Manzoor, a show where we challenge assumptions, stereotypes, viewpoints on various complex issues, and hopefully foster critical thinking. We hear many terms about budgets: surplus, deficits, revenue, expenses. So I thought let's do a show on explaining what the budget is, and we've named the show the Budget Decoder. So let's start the show by understanding the term budget. Budget, in very simple terms, is a government's yearly financial plan, meaning how much it plans to earn and how much it plans to spend. Now, the question that arises here is, how does this affect you? It influences the taxes you pay, the prices you face, example, electricity and fuel, and the public services or the quality of public services you receive, meaning, let's say, your garbage pickup, cleanliness of your street, police, street crime, so many other things, the services around that you receive. Let me give you an analogy. Imagine this year you've planned to buy a television or a car. Now, imagine the same analogy for the entire country. Example, building new roads, building some infrastructure, highways, community centers, and so many other things. Revenue, the amount of money the government earns through different kinds of taxes. Now, the question that arises here is, how does it affect you? Well, more revenue can definitely mean better roads, better schools, and better services. Example, so in simple terminology or a simple analogy for this can be, revenue is simply the government's salary or the government's expenses that they're going to incur. So we've understood revenue. Now let's look at expenditure. Expenditure, simply putting it, is the amount of money that the government is spending on various infrastructure projects, for example, schools, roads, public services, and other services. So let me give you a simple analogy. Just like you have your expenses for your household, imagine this at a country's level. All right, so this takes us to something else, fiscal deficit. Simple meaning, spending more money than you earn. The question that arises is, how does it affect me? A higher deficit can lead to higher taxes, more borrowing, or reduced public spending, and even higher inflation. Let me give you a small example or analogy here. Imagine you're earning $100 but spending $150 every month. You'll have no choice but to take loans to meet that expenditure. So here's a term which is the opposite of a deficit, surplus, meaning you're earning more than you spend. So what does that mean? In theory, well, a surplus means that the government can have more flexibility to invest or reduce debt without raising taxes. Example, you're earning $100 and you spend $80. So you have a surplus of $20. Here's another very interesting term, current account. Simply putting it, current account is the record of a country's money flowing in and out of the country through trade, services, and remittances. The question that arises, of course, is, how does it affect me? Well, it affects the strength of your currency, the import prices, and the overall health of your economy. Imagine your bank statement, but this time look at it from a country's point of view, which is showing the ins and outs of the money coming in and going out. So, when we talk about current account, again, there are two terms that come into play. First of all, deficit, meaning more money leaves the country than comes in. How does it affect me? Well, it can weaken the currency and make imports more expensive. Current account surplus, meaning more money comes in than goes out. How does it affect me? It can strengthen the economy, stabilize prices, and the currency. All right, we often hear terms taxes. So let me tell you a bit about taxes. First of all, direct tax, meaning a tax you pay directly to the government, such as income tax. How does it affect me? Well, it directly affects your take-home salary or business profits, because a higher direct tax means you're taking home less money. For example, if you're earning $100 and the tax rate is 20%, so every month you're losing $20 from your salary. So you have only $80 to take home for other expenses of yours. Indirect taxes. Simply putting it, a tax included in the price of goods and services. For example, let's say you go and buy fuel, milk, food, supplies for your houses, and imagine on each one of these there's an indirect tax on them as well. So what happens is, every time you're shopping, you're paying something over and above. Withholding tax, meaning tax deducted before money reaches you. How does it affect you? Your salary, bank profit, or even certain payments may already have had tax deducted before they reach you. Sales tax, a tax added whenever you go buy goods or services. How does it affect me? Higher sales tax makes everyday shopping more expensive. Customs duty, meaning tax charge on imported goods. How does it affect you? It affects the prices of imported products in your country. Okay, we've often heard this term subsidy. Simply putting it, it's government financial support to reduce the cost of something or to help a certain sector. How does it affect you? If the government offers a subsidy on electricity, fuel, or even food, it makes those things more affordable to you. Inflation, the general rise in prices over time. How does it affect you? Your money buys less than it did before. GDP, or gross domestic product, meaning the total value of everything produced in a country in 1 year. How does it affect you? A growing GDP means more jobs and higher incomes. So now, having understood GDP, let's look at another term, GDP growth, meaning how much the economy has grown compared to last year. How does it affect you? Higher growth usually creates more employment and investment opportunities. Public debt, meaning money that the government owes to lenders. How does it affect me? Repaying debt usually means either higher taxes or diversion of funds that could otherwise have been used for public welfare and public services. Development spending, simple meaning money spent on building a country's future. How does it affect you? It improves roads, schools, hospitals, and transport. Current spending, meaning money spent on running the government today. How does it affect you? It keeps essential government services functioning. Tax to GDP ratio, meaning the share of the economy collected as taxes. How does it affect you? Well, it indicates how much money the government has to provide for services without excessive borrowing. Borrowing, simply putting it, money the government takes as loans when their income or their revenue isn't enough. How does it affect you? Today's borrowing becomes often tomorrow's repayments funded from taxpayers, meaning higher taxes are going to come. So that was it for this week with the Grey Zone with Ali Manzoor. We'll be back inshallah next week with another show. Until then, stay curious, stay critical, and keep asking questions because between the black and the white lies the grey.